I swear, this generation just isn't that smart. So Navy Federal fraud is trending on Twitter, and I think the other one is Reddit. Reddit. I don't use Reddit, but people were sending me screenshots. I don't really know how to use it, but I looked on Twitter and saw what everybody was talking about. So Navy Federal is coming down hard on a lot of people, and essentially, which it doesn't make sense to me. That's why I say I don't understand this generation. Navy Federal give you, they're famous for giving people high limit credit cards. You go get this credit card and then you use the money and don't pay it back. Like you did whatever you needed to do to get the money, but then you use it and you don't pay it back. And it sounds like people are doing this even on their personal credit. They're just doing what they can as far as the bare minimum. Go get the credit card, get in the Navy Federal some kind of way, get the credit card, use it, and just don't pay it back. And now your credit is fucked. Right? like this is some of the dumbest shit I've ever heard. But what they're talking about is how it's falling back on everybody. So let's just say I refer you run that stupid play, and then you don't pay the money back. They take you to collections, close your account, and they close my account because I referred your stupid ass for you to do that dumb shit. And that's what people are pretty much talking about on these things, and how people are trying to use CPNs, and how people are, using fraudulent documents to try and get certain things through Navy Federal. And this is a federal institution. Like, these people aren't stupid, And what's going to end up happening is they're going to start, because people are doing all this stuff, they're going to start doing what a lot of these banks have already started picking up and that is using Experian, because Experian has a direct connection to the Social Security Administration. So they're able to verify your Social Security number directly to the federal government. Experian is currently right now the only one that's doing that. And they may actually switch to Experian because of that, because of how everybody is doing this stupid shit. Taking out these credit cards, running them up and not paying it back, which fucks your credit over in the end, unless you're using, some fraudulent, somebody else's Social Security number or CPN, and you somehow got through the cracks. But for anybody that doesn't understand credit, the whole way of getting more and more credit is by treating the financial institution that gave you the credit very well, like paying off the credit card, paying on time, like these basic things, right? You get a loan, you pay that loan back. This is how you get access to more. But just running a play just to get $10,000 or $20,000 or $25,000 one time is stupid. All right, that you're not going to get to the hundreds of thousands. You're not going to get to the millions from an institution by doing dumb shit like that. Because once you fuck yourself over once, most of the time you can't go back to that same institution, even if you have had the account removed, through some sort of credit restoration program, because they have their own internal records. Like, hey, this motherfucker still owes us money, or did something in the past, I had something where I messed up my credit a long time ago. And I want to say, I think it was Synchrony Bank, something like that. And although I paid them the money back, I recently, within the last year, tried to get a product through Synchrony Bank, and they was like, no. And then they sent me a letter. It was basically like, yeah, in the past, you borrowed money and you defaulted. And, although I paid them back, they was like, never again, never again. And this was like, shit, this was 10 years ago. Technically, stuff's on your credit for 7 years if you don't have it removed. But this was 10 years ago. They had their own record. Like, these banks are catching on. So people are going around, you're burning all these banks. And sooner or later, you're going to need them before they need you. I promise that. You're going to need them before they need you, whether you want to get a car, whether you want to buy a house, whether you need credit cards, whether you need loans. There aren't but so many banks, okay? And a lot of these banks, these smaller institutions, are owned by larger institutions. And some of these fintechs are owned by larger institutions, right? And once they got a blacklist, you're on the blacklist. Like if you burn Amex, you're done. You're going to be on the blacklist for a while, for years. It's hard to get off Amex's blacklist. Amex don't pay that shit. Once you fuck Amex over, it's over. And a lot of these institutions, like Navy Federal, they're going to start making, if they don't already have a blacklist, they call it check systems, where they run you through to see if you burn like other credit unions. They use check systems. But yeah, these blacklists are real. I'm actually on one. I'm on Synchrony Bank because I wasn't educated back in the day on credit, and I messed up. I can't remember exactly what it was that I got from Synchrony Bank a long time ago, but I'm actually on their blacklist for something, you know, although I paid the money back, I'm still on the list. So that's just how it is. But again, you know, stop being stupid. Stop being stupid. Okay. If you get a credit card from Navy Federal, use it, pay it off. And then, you know, maybe they'll give you another one. Maybe another institution will give you another one because they see that you keep your utilization low. But maxing out these credit cards and then not paying it back is one of the dumbest things that you can do. And you're not hurting anyone but yourself. And that's just real.